taking the fight to the enemy. In this situation, the enemy is Ebola, and it's spreading through Africa. The US and other countries globally continue to step up efforts to fight a dreadful killer disease. Another group of soldiers from the US will be leaving for Liberia to provide much needed help.
Action is exactly what we are going to provide. Thousands of my soldiers are arriving right now, and they are as excited as I am and ready to join this great team that you all have built. So together we can stamp out Ebola.
More facilities will be built, such as treatment centers, and medical personnel will be on standby for any eventualities. And back in the US, the focus remains on the deadly virus.
This week, we continue to step up our efforts across the country. New CDC guidelines and outreach is helping hospitals improve training and protect their healthcare workers. The Defense Department's new team of doctors, nurses, and trainers will respond quickly if called upon to help.
Obama says Ebola can be contained.
So here's the bottom line. Patients can beat this disease, and we can beat this disease. But we have to stay vigilant. We have to work together at every level, federal, state, and local. And we have to keep leading the global response, because the best way to stop this disease, the best way to keep Americans safe, is to stop it at its source.
From the continent, the African Union is appealing to African countries to contribute more health workers to volunteer to go to Ebola-affected countries. The AU Commission Chair, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, says the Commission has written to African leaders to seek help. Meanwhile, the U.S. envoy to United Nations criticized the level of international support for nations hit by Ebola as she began a tour of West Africa. Samantha Power said too many nations were praising the efforts of countries such as the United States and Britain to accelerate aid to the worst-affected countries, but were doing little themselves. Lehana Tsoteti, SABC News.
Women's